Hello, this is Christina from New Narrative with a video in the Zoom Toolbar Basics series, and we are going to go into how to customize a waiting room. So we're first going to log into Zoom, and I will say as we go through this tutorial, you'll see my mouse. It's currently at the top of the screen now, and every time I click, there will be a blue button that appears. So, sorry, excuse me, a blue circle. So I'm clicking now, and you can see at the top of the screen, there's a blue button that appears. First things first, we're going to log into Zoom, and I have done so by going to zoom.us, and I've already logged in. So I'm going to go to the right side of the screen, the top right, and click My Account. Then you'll see my information, and I'm going to go over on the left-hand side under Personal and go over to Settings. So I'm going to click Settings once. And my little trick here is just to search settings. So I'm going to go to waiting room, and then you'll see every time that waiting room pops up, it will be highlighted in orange. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my waiting room is on. And as it says here, this just means that when someone logs into my waiting room, they will be placed they will have a holding slide where they can see what is, oh, interesting. There's a new waiting room and join before host experience has been improved. Okay, we're just going to focus on the waiting room. So you can have the choice of keeping it off or turning it on. I'm going to turn it on. And this means that everyone will go into the waiting room. So if there's a person that joins before you, they will only see the static screen, and then they will be sorted by join order. So that means if you are the host in the Zoom room, then the people in the waiting room or the people that should be shown as in the waiting room will appear in the order in which they've joined. So right here, we're going to go customize waiting room. And as you can see, you can customize the title. So for instance, Christina's meeting, or I like to say, thank you for joining us today as I do virtual events. And then participants in the waiting room will see you can choose between a short video, a logo and a description like I have here, or the default screen, which is just thank you for joining us, and then the subject line of the meeting. So we're going to go to logo and description, and I can upload a logo, or I can upload any kind of picture. I can upload a picture of myself or a picture of the honoree if I'm doing a virtual event for a celebration of life. And then I can do a description here. So the description can just be a general description. I like to keep the picture and the description really general. Because to me, it would just be too cumbersome to have to change it every single time, like for every single event or for every single person. And I just have to go in and update every single time. So what I'll probably do here is say, thank you. If you are here for a virtual event, please note that your microphone will be muted upon entry. Change that, and then your camera is on. All guests will be able to see you. And this is just this is something that you can tell your guests when they enter, and just as a PSA or something like, please remember to bring a candle if you're doing an event with candle lighting, or if they need to bring anything. So please remember your pen and notepad, or bring a beverage of choice. You don't want to make it too specific unless you want to change it every time, but this could be a great way to put in a reminder, or even a reminder that their cameras are on or that their microphones will be muted. So we're going to save it here. Perfect. And there you go. You can choose to edit options if you want. I like to keep it, everyone should go into the waiting room, because if you're like me and just do events where you host them to the general public, you don't want to restrict people by account. And then if you sort order of people, I just like to do join order, so then you see who's joined first, second, third. You can also do alphabetical. Yeah, you can participants to reply. If you want to do that, then the people in the waiting room can send you a message. If the host and co-hosts are not present, move participants to the waiting room. No, we're going to keep it like that. And there you go. Now your settings should be up and open and ready to go for the waiting room.